This government, when you talk, they call up their tax, they call it their talks, they call out their militia groups to beat people up because they criticize them. But how will a transport minister think? How does he think? What comes into his head? What did he eat? What did he smoke? Or what did he drink? Then you wake up one day, lay out an airline to parliament that MPs should drive with siren and drive on no speed limit. How do you think this way as a minister? Are you saying that MPs are not human beings anymore, or MPs cannot do wrong? How can somebody even think this way as a minister? How do they even vet him to become a minister? You're just in a country whereby people are being appointed into positions, you don't even know how they get there. How do a normal human being think that a group of people should drive with no speed limit check? They should have sirens on their car and make noise the way they want it, when they want it, and how they want it. How do you even think this way as a minister of transport? No, it's not like a serial caller, a party loyalist, or somebody who call on a radio station or a TV station to say whatever he wants to say, because we don't know what he has eaten or drink or smoked. As a transport minister, it means this has passed through a process. And you lay this to parliament. No wonder. That's how this government is. You remember a transport minister some time ago, one transport minister like that stupidly said they were going to convert the disbanding toll booth. The toll booth, they were going to convert it into washrooms. On the highway, you are going to convert a toll booth into a washroom. Where do the person stop to use that toll booth? Because the toll booth is in the middle of the road. Where are you going to park your car to go back to the middle of the road on a highway where cars are speeding? Like the highway, the speed limit is 100. So you mean somebody should park his car at the side of the road where there's not even parking. Nothing has been designed for parking because there's not even space for you to park, to design any car park for somebody to stop. Now you are saying that somebody should illegally park there and then move through those speedy cars into the booth and ease himself and move out. This is how people think in this government. This is how ministers are being appointed. People who can't think, people who wake up and smoke or drink anything are the people that this president appoints as ministers. That's how they do. No wonder there was one national security minister, I don't even know if he is still a national security minister, who was being commanded by one small girl to remove all his dresses and be turning him around like one zombie. They call it Kandapa or something. These are the kind of ministers we have in government. No wonder the country is moving backwards. This country is moving backwards. Just take off the foreign infrastructure in Ghana. And then you see, take a picture in Accra, like use a drone picture or a video. And then imagine those foreign buildings are no more. Take them off. And you see, Stanbic Bank is not Ghana. The Stanbic Heights is not Ghana owned. Ibiza. Those buildings are airport they make the airport so beautiful. You think it's not Ghanaian buildings. They are foreigners. You go to Kimpiskit, it's foreign. Those buildings that you see that makes Ghana beautiful, it's not Ghanaian owned. Foreign. If you take off those buildings, Ghana is back. Ghana has devolved back. That's how, where Nkrumah left Ghana, where Rawlings left Ghana, Ghana has actually devolved back. The only good things we can boast of is the Nkrumah interchange, circle interchange, the Pokwasi interchange. They are the things we can boast of. That's all. Then the Terminal 3, why? Right? The Terminal 3. The Terminal 3 in Tema Community Port, the MPS, it's not Ghana yet. It's not for Ghana yet. The MPS people have to rip off their money first before they give it back to Ghana. So it's not for us yet. I think it's a 10-year or 15-year project. They have to operate for 10 to 15 years before they give it back to Ghana. So appointing a minister you should be able to appoint somebody who knows the field. People always say that, oh, a minister does not necessarily supposed to be an expert in the field. He's supposed to have leadership quality, then management quality. That's what he needs, not to be an expert in the field. That is wrong. It's not true. A minister of sport is supposed to be an expert in sport. Who says that a minister in sport cannot have leadership? A minister, you can't have somebody who is an expert in sport and have leadership skills, or somebody who is an expert in transportation and have leadership and management skills. Who says that? That you are supposed to just pick anybody who have management and leadership skills and put it at any place that he should function. What do you mean by that? Management and leadership skills has specific tasks. You can be the best manager or the best leader in athletics, but when it comes to basketball, you can't be a leader or you can't be a leader or a good manager. You can't be a good leader and a good manager. You can be a good leader, good manager in basketball, but when they take you to football, what you call soccer, you can't be a good manager or a good leader. So it applies everywhere. Don't just say that good leader, we need a good leader, a good manager, somebody who can listen broadly and then make decisions. How do you make decisions if you don't know what you are doing? Please, leave us, take that thing off. Give us a good leader, a good manager, who is an expert in the field that they are. You go and appoint Hawa Kumsi, who don't even know anything about herself, who can't even think well for herself, to become that she can win elections for you. Win elections for you. We know what they do to win elections. And we know in Ghana that once you are on the ballot paper for NDC or MPP, you have a 50% of winning. So how Akumsi finding her way through to the delegates to vote her to become the what do you call it? To be on the ballot for MPP. To be on the MPP ballot, election day, she has 50% of winning, so she could win. Anybody could win. Once you can, and we know who delegates are. Delegates are just some useless human beings in Ghana who represent their small communities. Things that people educated people don't like, positions that educated people don't want to hold, is what delegates hold. Tell me a good delegate, a delegate who is actually sensible. There's no sensible delegate. The sensible delegates, all of them, are in the high positions. But when it comes to district level, constituency level, we know who the delegates are. 90% of delegates are useless people. We have all of them. When we were doing the primaries, we could see that delegates. You see a delegate who is sick, very sick, in the hospital, but because he has taken bribe, somebody has promised him to pay his hospital bills and give him money after the election. They will have to put drips on him and carry him that way to the police station to vote and go back and die. That's how they do. And if this delegate is not useless, it's not stupid, how do you agree to these terms and conditions? So when this useless delegate votes for somebody to be on the NPP or NDC ballot, that person actually has 50% of winning, because we know how Ghanaians vote. They will vote for anything NDC or anything NPP. So please spare those nonsense that he has won election, so it's sensible. It's not sensible. Having money doesn't make you a sensible human being. They are two different things. Somebody with money doesn't mean the person is sensible. Somebody who is very sensible, knowledgeable, doesn't mean that the person will be rich. The person can feed his family, feed himself, pay his bills, pay his family bills. But you might not be rich. You are very sensible, but you might not be rich. That's how it is. Being rich in Ghana actually means that you have to be stupid and a criminal. Most of the times, not all the time. Most of the time, most of the rich people in Ghana have done bad things to get that money. They might have stopped now in doing the bad things that they used to do, but they do bad things. Then you can, if you want, you can argue with your ancestors. I don't give a fuck. You go to the problems, the security issues we have at airport shows that. It shows the girls, the men, then those cocaine dealers, then things, human trafficking cases are all evidence. You can't tell me anything different. I know what I'm saying. So, Transport Minister, don't be stupid.